This is a real estate market report. We're going to look at Del Mar, La Jolla, Rancho Santa Fe. So it's a partial luxury home market report for San Diego. As someone who used to surf a lot, I love coastal properties. Someone who golfs. We like golf course properties. But we're going to just get this is spring 2022. We're going to get a little feel for what's going on, and then we'll put in some context, and maybe I'll offer some suggestions of what buyers and sellers should be thinking. So this is the average sale price in Del Mar. That's median. This is average. It's taking a little longer to crunch the numbers than I expected. I think it's because we're going back all the way. So we're going to change this from 2008. We're going to go back down to, let's go to 3 years. So it's just faster after this. So now month supply. I'd like to say all-time lows, so I'm going to go back to max. It's all-time lows, well, since 2008. Let's go with price per square foot. Average. That was median before. And this is just, these little bumps are just like which particular properties got sold. We've got closed sales. We're going 9 to 22. We're sort of in that range. But with month supply being so low, we know that they're getting purchased rather quickly. This is pending sales. That's closed sales. Active listings is tanking because the buyers are out. New listings coming on the market. I don't know that we can discern that much from there. Let's go back a little further. It's a little low. We're in a sort of a broad range. So let's go over to La Jolla. Now, bear with me. This software, I type faster than the software likes to go. So we got La Jolla City going here now. That's new listings, sort of a similar picture. Price per square foot. This is going to come up with the average. Let me go back to 3 years so it's faster. Again, this is probably just a little bounce. But let's see how many closed sales there's been. 60, so it's in the average there. Pending sales. Some homes being bought up right now. It is sort of as I said, it's the spring. We're starting to see evidence of buyer activity. Active listings, because the buyers are coming out, because the new listings is doing all right. So this is really indicative of buyers coming out. So month supply we expect to be very low, all-time lows. And then Rancho Santa Fe, sorry about the software being slow. I think it's because I'm also running this video software, although I have a very powerful computer. It's about a year old. I bought some good stuff. So month supply, just amazing, under 2 months supply of homes in Rancho Santa Fe. Price per square foot. Considering you get a lot of property with Rancho Santa Fe, usually, if you don't mind paying the property taxes, that price per square foot's not insane, considering, this is between 800 and 900. Just look, this is where I live, Poway, which is also a nice place. Poway's average price per square foot. Oh no, that's Point Loma. That's Ocean Views. That's frequently luxury homes. Not every house there is. So Poway's caught up to Rancho Santa Fe over the last 5 years, anyway, in my opinion. Let's go back to Rancho Santa Fe, which I do love. Rancho Santa Fe, by the way. I had an office there for a few years, a law practice. Back a few years ago, I should say. Rancho Santa Fe. I'm a real estate attorney and a broker. I've been a broker since 2004. Now, month supply, low. New listings, bouncing. Closed sales, normal range. Pending sales, we bought some up recently. And price per square foot. Average, median. I think just as many of the towns you look at in San Diego County overall, we're in a seller's market. When will it end or when will it change? I have no idea. I think there might be some exogenous event we can't anticipate. Like that war, it's spring 2022 in Ukraine has a chance to change the way things are going in the world. The stock market's telling us they think it's not going to be that harmful. The bond market, and interest rates are really, I think, what's going to drive this. With inflation, real estate's going to be a great hedge, except we're already pretty darn high, and much higher interest rates could affect a lot of the demand in the sub-luxury home market. In the luxury home market, I think that, I'm sure some of you are already watching what goes on with the art and the other leading indicators for luxury. So I'm not going to presume, well, we'll cover that in other videos. I'm not looking at the telltale signs of luxury. I know that, for instance, when COVID was first starting, I don't think I did any videos on it, but I'm talking to the realtors in my office. I was like, man, you wonder what's going to happen to prices. But the Fed came in and bought up all the mortgages and bought up all the ETFs and propped the market and actually sent it higher. So, this isn't a market that necessarily is subject to market forces. It's not when the Federal Reserve gets to print trillions of dollars and buy up assets and just put them on their books and then liquidate them where the assets expire. So really, this won't be news to many luxury buyers. Let's not fight the Fed. We have a yield curve that might be inverting, but against that we have big inflation, and you would think real estate would be a hedge against that. So I think at this stage, I don't know when the market's going to roll over, and it could, I look at the price per square foot. It's been going up. I mean, houses in Del Mar back then in 2019 were going for less per square foot. Oh no, that was Rancho Santa Fe, going for less per square foot than they are in Poway. I live in Poway. It's a great place. Medeiros is incredible, but that's probably not going to be Poway City, right? Because it's slow and I type too fast. Poway. Boom. We're over the cost of Del Mar in 2016 on price per square foot. I used to live in Carlsbad. Let's look at Carlsbad. I think Carlsbad. See, I'm sorry. I have to get used to this being slow while I'm recording. Carlsbad. Again. So, let's go back and let's look at Rancho Santa Fe again. Who doesn't love La Jolla, Del Mar, or Rancho Santa Fe? Well, I know that you can say, the traffic at Rancho Santa Fe makes it difficult for me to commute. Yes, if you're commuting to downtown San Diego during normal hours, yes. But, when I go visit friends in there on a nice day, it's so relaxing and peaceful to see all that property around. Like if you can afford the property taxes, what a place to live. Even that, just going out for food in the town, I just love it. La Jolla, you got the ocean, you got a lot of people. If you like people and you like views and you like ocean, La Jolla's awesome. And Del Mar, again, somewhat more crowded, incredible views, nice town. It's different strokes, but wow. So anyway, just as recently as April 2019, Rancho Santa Fe's price per square foot, and I know the houses might be a little bit bigger on the whole, so you expect price per square foot for larger houses to be a little lower than smaller houses. But, Rancho Santa Fe was the same price or lower than Poway a few years ago before COVID. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but with the Fed buying assets, if you can afford it, the demand in San Diego, I can't do it. I cannot tell people to buy in San Diego. I'm just saying, I love it here, and if you can afford it, you might love it too. All right, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. We will update other luxury home market reports. I will talk about this too. In a multiple offer market, you want to analyze your price range, but you may want to do what people do. I'm a real estate attorney and a broker, and sometimes people working for the eventual buyer will contact me and say, we're going to go work with a buyer's agent. They usually already have one lined up, but maybe not, because there might be an agent or an advisor. They know real estate from the area. But we want a local attorney to oversee the transaction. Or, do you have anyone you want to refer us out to? We go and look at the data and we look for agents that have done some business in that area. Because I'm not going to, if I'm looking to buy, let's say, an oceanfront property, and I'm walking along the beach, and I know, which I hike all the time. I love the beach. I used to surf a lot. And I know we're looking at areas where there can be Well, you have a good idea when you have like seawall or retaining walls and cement and the rocks being sprayed with that stuff to stop things from eroding. You know those areas have erosion. I'm not sure how to value a home subject to the risk of erosion with a home that isn't subject to the risk of the erosion, except I know which one I far prefer. I already know my bias. So I want somebody else, like who sells homes in there, who sold a lot of homes. Maybe not the listing agent. I might have to go to the listing agents, multiple offers, and I have a great buyer who's qualified and will buy and won't be a pain in the neck after inspections because they already know, they're educated, they're ready to go. I might refer that listing agent out for a small referral fee or none at all. I mean, it depends on what you want to do to the listing agent. I'll oversee the transaction, make sure you protect yourselves and you're covered. And one of those things that I would suggest is that we get the opinion of an appraiser who's appraised a lot of homes in there. We have different ways to find it. We talk to escrow, we talk to title, find out what they're thinking, and maybe we can even buy the second or third most busy realtor in there to do an appraisal. Maybe we pay them a little cash to do it. I up front with them say, we have a buyer, we're thinking about referring them directly to that listing agent, but I'd like to have you give us an appraisal or what you think the right price would be in this market for that home. And we can do that. I mean, some people are like, I want the agents to make all the money. I'm happy to pay you separately. What's your fee? And I usually charge a flat fee. I don't like working by the hour when I'm making phone calls and stuff on behalf of the agent. I can work by the hour if I'm not facing the transaction. But generally, I like a flat fee, just so when people call me up, I don't mind telling you, I don't have to bill or cut the phone call short when, let's say, someone budgeted $1,000 and I've already put in the hours. But we can get paid nothing through a referral fee. But I guess the takeaway from this is there are times you're going to want to work with the listing agent directly and find other ways to protect yourself so that you're not overpaying, so you get the right inspections done, so that when you're making a significant investment, you're positioning yourself to have a long-term gains and returns that you might expect on a significant investment. Thanks. Talk to you later. My name is John McConnin. FavoriteRealEstate.com is my home search site. I am putting these videos, and I'll do video series and some content over at FavoriteRealEstate.net, which I'm setting up now. All right, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.